أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. With the grace of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have completed 4 characteristics of an ism. Next we are going to apply these attributes of a noun in phrases and sentences, inshallah. But before that, we are going to look at an ism from a different angle, which is another classification based on the form or appearance of the ism, which is also called bina. Based on its form and appearance, a noun is divided into 2 main types. So if we look here, ism noun, it could be mu'rab or mabni. There's the word bina. Bina, modern use is building, basically. So building is kind of fixed structure. So from bina we have mabni, mabniyun. Should be shadda here, mabniyun. So we have mu'rab asma and we have mabni asma. Mu'rab asma are vast majority and they are 98%, and mabni, which are fixed, are only 2%. So mu'rab are declinable in English terminology, mabni are fixed, just like bina, the building. Then there is a further division here. Mu'rab are divided into mu'rab munصرف and mu'rab ghairu munصرف. Munصرف, that's written the other way around. Munصرف are fully declinable, full declension here, so it's fully declinable, and ghairu munصرف are partially declinable. So there is full declension here and there is partial declension here. So what do we mean by all this terminology? Let us look at mabni asma first. There are only 2% of total nouns. And mabni ism, it does not change its appearance in the 3 Arab states. And a very good example of that is haza, a word which has been used in Quran very frequently. So haza and haza and haza. So rafa state haza, nasab state haza, jar state is haza. So 3 states but only 1 form, 1 appearance of the noun. It doesn't change at all. So we can call this a stubborn noun which doesn't really change at all. It doesn't matter what state the noun is in. Let us look at some Quranic examples. For example, when brothers of Prophet Yusuf came second time, and during conversation it transpired that the person they were addressing was possibly Yusuf. So they said, "Innaka la anta Yusufu? Are you really Yusuf?" And Yusuf replied, Quranic words are kala, he said, "Ana Yusufu wa haza akhi." Ana Yusufu wa haza, his brother was Benjamin was sitting next to him, so haza akhi. I am Yusuf and this is my brother. So haza here is in rafa form. Why it is rafa, we will know this soon inshallah. So this has been used in rafa here, while the other example I gave last time, Surah Quraysh, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So third ayah of Surah Quraysh. So haza here has been used in jar. Why is that? We will know that soon inshallah. So that has been used in jar state here. For now you just have to trust me that this is in jar. So that haza in rafa, this haza is in jar, and at both places they look similar, and the appearance of the noun hasn't changed, although the status of the noun has changed. So these are luckily only 2%, others are, for example, allazi, allazi, allazi. So only 2% of these, and it becomes easy to recognize them. It's not a problem when they are used. We look at the context, etc., etc., and it becomes quite easy to know in which state they have been used. So the vast majority are these mu'rab, which are 98% of total asma. These in this mu'rab, again the majority will be munsarif, munsarif, which is 85% are these, and only about 13% are these ghairu munsarif. So vast majority are munsarif, and munsarif asma means they take tanween when they are used in their indefinite form or their nakira form. For example, the word which we all love and cherish are Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we write Muhammadun, Muhammadun, Muhammadan, and Muhammadin in three Arabic states, three forms. So for example, in kalima we say La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. So it's basically Muhammadun, and when we read with tajweed we say Muhammadur Rasulullah. So it's Muhammadun in kalima. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah, if I read it kind of separately for the purpose of teaching and learning. So Muhammadun. So with the tajweed we will say Muhammadur Rasulullah. In azan we say Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. So Muhammadur Rasulullah. So in azan it is in nasab form, and in Durood Sharif we say Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin. So in Durood Sharif the word has been used in its jar state. So three states, three forms of this noun. Similarly, there are other nouns, for example, waladun, boy, waladun, waladan, waladin, kitabun, kitaban, kitabin, hamidun, hamidan, hamidin. So three states, three forms. These are munsarif, mu'rab, munsarif, 85% of the nouns. There are 13% which are غير منصرف, معرب غير منصرف, which takes there are 3 states but only 2 forms. How would we know really which are غير منصرف asma? So as I said, they take 2 forms in 3 states, 1 form in rafa and another form both in nasab and jar, and they do not take tanween. So tanween doesn't occur, doesn't take place on in these words. So for example, the name of the first ever man on this planet, Adam, which is غير منصرف, so we'll write like Adamu, Adamu, Rafa, Adama, Nasab, and Adama, Jar. So Adamu, Adama, Adama. In Rafa, 1 form, in Nasab and Jar, it's the same form. And these asma do not take tanween. So how would we really know which asma fall into this category? At advanced level of Arabic grammar, there is a system in place where we can actually calculate which ism is going to fall into this category. We're not going to go to that system at this basic stage. At this level, we are going to focus on some categories, some groups. We are going to make a list of these asma for the purpose of, for the sake of ease. Let us look at those different categories, different groups of غير منصرف asma. The first group, number 1, we can say number 1, Arabic names of women. Those names which are Arabic words and they are used for the names of women. So Arabic names of women. This is our first group. For example, let us start with the mother of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Amina. So it's Amina tu, Amina ta, and in jar Amina ta. So Aminatu, Aminata, Aminata. Similarly, our Prophet's first wife Khadija, so Khadijatu, Khadijata, Khadijata. Our Prophet's daughter Fatima, so that will be Fatimatu, Fatimata, Fatimata. Similarly, Zainabu, Zainaba, Zainaba. Hafsatu, Hafsata, Hafsata. So all these names which are Arabic words used for the names of women, they fall into this category of غير منصرف asma. There is one exception, and that is the name Hind. Don't know how many of you remember Hind, the wife of Abu Sufyan. Hind, Hindun, that will be Hindun, Hindan, and Hindin. So this name is Munصرف. All the other names of women, they are غير منصرف. So that's our first group. Second group, names of men which end in tied up ta marbuta. So names of men ending in ta marbuta, tied up ta. Ta marbuta, which is tied up ta. So for example, in this category we will say Usamatu, Talhatu, Hamzatu, so Usamatu, Usamata, Talhatu, Talhata, Hamzatu, Hamzata. So these are all also غير منصرف. So that's our second group. Our third group is names of men which end with alif noon. So third group, names of men ending in alif and noon. For example, Usman, Usmanu, Usmana, Usmana, Usman, Adnan, Arsalan, Salman, etc. So Salmanu, Salmana, Salmana. So that's our third group. Our third group is names of men which end with alif noon. So third group, names of men ending in alif and noon. For example, Usman, Usmanu, Usmana, Usmana, Usman, Adnan, Arsalan, Salman, etc. So Salmanu, Salmana, Salmana. So that's our third group. Our fourth group is names of prophets. Names of prophets. Names of all prophets except six of them. 6 prophets, their names, they are munsarif, they are not ghairu munsarif. So I think first we should look at what are those 6 names. It will become easy. So 6 names are the most important, our last prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Muhammadun. Then we have Salih, Salihun, Salihun, Salihan, Salihin. Shu'aib, Shu'aibun, Shu'aiban, Shu'aibin. These three, and then the other three come on the same pattern. For example, Nuhun, easy to remember, Nuhun, Prophet Nuh, Nuhun, Lutun, and Hudun, Hud. So Nuhun, Nuhan, Nuhin. So these 6 names, these 3 kind of are the same pattern. Nuhun, Lutun, Hudun, Muhammadun sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Salihun, Shu'aibun. So these 2 names perhaps we will have to memorize. These are easy and no problem at all. So these 6 names of these 6 prophets, they are Munصرف, all others are Gairu Munصرف. For example, one big example we have already given, Adamu, Ibrahimu, Abraham, Ibrahimu, Yusufu, we've just given an example, Ana Yusufu wa haza akhi, so Yusufu, Yunusu, Ismailu. So all these names, they will be Ghairu Munصرف. Adamu, Adama, Adama, Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima, Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufa. 3 states. So that's number 4. Number 5, names of angels. Names of angels. Here we have, for example, Jibreel, Jibrilu, Jibrila, Jibrila. Jibreel is used in Quran and Jibrail is used in Hadith, so both are correct pronunciations. So Jibrilu, Mikalu, Mikal or Mikael, both are correct. Mikalu, Mikalu, Mikala, Mikala, Israfilu, Israelu, and then other 2 names used in Quran, Harut and Marut, Harutu, Marutu, Harutu, Marutu. So Harutu, Haruta, Haruta. So that's our group number 5, and let us move on to group number 6. In group number 6 we have names of cities and countries. Names of cities and countries. For example, we have London here, so Londonu, Londonu, Londana, Londana. Makkah, Makkatu, Makkata, Makkata. Pakistanu, Pakistana, Pakistana. So name of countries and cities, they are غير منصرف. Our seventh group is non-Arabic names, those words which are not Arabic words. Any of those names, whether they're men or whether they're women. For example, William, is that correct? William. Okay, and in Arabic style we can write William, for example. So William, Williama, Williama. So these words which are non-Arabic words, they are used as names. They are all غير منصرف. Our group number 8, there are certain adjectives, let's say certain adjectives. Not all. For example, Muslim is an adjective noun, so that will be Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Sadiqun, Sadiqan, Sadiqin. So these do not fall into this category, but these are the ones. Ism Sifa, we'll say Ism Sifa. Plural will be Sifat. So some of these, number one among this group is those which again end with Alif and Noon. So number one, ending in Alif Noon, just like the names of men, Salman, Imran, Usman. These are Sifat. So for example, there is a word which is used for hungry, Jo'an. Jo'an, hungry, someone hungry. So Jo'anu, Jo'ana, Jo'ana. Atshan, thirsty. Atshanu, Atshana, Atshana, thirsty. Ghadbanu, angry. Ghadbanu, Ghadbana, Ghadbana. So these adjectives which end in Alif Noon, they are غير منصرف. The second in this category, number 8, so that's our number 1. Number 2 can go up here. In number 2 we have some certain kind of comparative and superlative degrees in Arabic. For example, in English we say big, bigger, biggest, big, bigger, biggest. So that's the base form, and that's comparative degree, and that's a superlative degree. Similarly, we say good, better, not gooder, better, and best. So that's English. So what do we do in Arabic? In Arabic, for example, the word for big is, we looked at it the other day, kabir, kabirun, kabirun, kabir. Possibly writing like this. Ya and Ra, kabirun, which is this. Big or old is the other meaning of that, kabir, big or old. What about bigger and biggest? So that will come on the pattern. We are familiar with patterns now. So that will come on the pattern of af'alu. Af'alu, that's the pattern. So on this pattern we will have from this akbaru. The root words are kaf, bara, ya is extra here. So akbaru, akbaru. Sagirun, small, that will be asgaru. Asgaru. This is akbaru. The same pattern, afalu, asgaru. Jamilun, ajmalu. Jamilun, beautiful, and from that ajmalu, more beautiful, or the most beautiful, ajmalu. Karimun, generous, akramu. Akramu. So these fit into this pattern of af'alu, all of these. From kabirun akbaru, from sagirun asgaru, from jamilun ajmalu, from karimun akramu. For example, we say every day, don't we? Allahu akbaru, Allahu akbaru. So akbaru, akbara, akbara, asgaru, asgara, asgara, ajmalu, ajmala, ajmala, akramu, akrama, akrama. So 3 states, 2 forms of these. And third in this group, which is subgroup of this group, is colors, names of colors. Colors. They again go with this pattern, which is af'alu. Let's say here af'alu. Af'alu, for example, we have green color, akhdaru. Akhdaru, green. We have blue, azraku. Azraku, blue. We have then white color, which is abyadu. Abyadu. Black will be this white. Black will be aswadu. That's black. Hajar aswad, which is black stone in Kaaba. Hajar aswad, aswadu. Some of these. There are others, for example, red ahmaru. Ahmaru, yellow asfaru, asfaru. So this is red and this is yellow. So these are on the pattern of af'alu again, but this is here in colors, so from this we will know these are colors. But this pattern af'alu is used for muzakkar, masculine, is for masculine. And if we want to say red for female, for example, so that pattern will be that of fa'la'u. That's af'alu, that will be fa'la'u. Fa'la'u. So for example, from ahmaru we will have hamra'u. Hamra'u, red. Asfaru, safra'u. You know, bakaratun safra'u. Qala innahu yaqulu innahu bakaratun safra'u. Safra'u. Akhdaru khadra'u. Azraku zarka'u. Abyadu bayda'u. Bayda'u. And aswadu sawda'u. So different colors, pattern of af'alu for masculine and pattern of fa'la'u feminine. So that was our group of different sifa, colors, and superlative and comparative and superlative degree. So that was our group number 8, in which we had 3 subgroups. Our group number 9. In 9 we have certain patterns of Jama Mukassar. The one pattern of Jama Mukassar here. We'll put that under 9, one particular pattern of Jama Mukassar. A pattern of Jama Mukassar. Broken plural, Jama Mukassar. And that pattern which we have is fa'la'u. Not fa'la'u, fa'la'u. Fa'la'u. In this pattern we have, for example, ghuraba, from gharibun, ghuraba'u, plural. Ghuraba'u. From gharibun, ghuraba'u. From amiran, rich, umara'u. Umara'u. Okay. From shahidan, witness, or other meaning, shuhada'u. Shuhada'u. Alim, the knowledgeable person, ulama'u. Alimun, ulama'u. 10 will be 3 other patterns. Let's write down here number 10. And we are going to have in this category 3 different patterns. For example, we are going to have fatha, fatha, and then alif. Again, in the second pattern, we're going to have fatha, fatha, and alif. The third one, fatha, fatha, and alif. The things are going to change after alif. So in the first one, we will have only one word, and that will take shadda. In the second one, we have two letters. The first is going to take kasra, and second one is going to take dhamma. And here we are going to, after alif, fatha, fatha, alif, we are going to have three letters. The middle one is going to be silent here. Similarly, similar to this, the first one will take kasra and the last one will take dhamma. We'll look at certain examples. There's one word which has been used in Surah Hud. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا. So there's no moving creature on earth whose sustenance is not provided by Allah. So that's وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ. This chapter, beginning of chapter 12. Dabbatun is creature. Dabbatun. And its plural is on this pattern, dawabun. Dawa. But it will not be one, it will be dawabu because it's gairu munsarif. Dabatun, dawabu, da, wa, these two, and then alif, and then shadda, dawabu. And if alif comes before shadda, it is prolonged. That's tajweed, so we're not doing tajweed here. So dawabu, creatures. There is, I've got an ayah here, which is basically is Surah Anfal, ayah number 8, and it says, Inna sharrad dawabi. Inna So dawabu, dawaba, it's dawabi here because remember when it's basically should be dawabu, plural, like that, dawabu. So when we add a lam of definiteness, so what happens is in jar, this ism is going to take then kasra. Without lam of definiteness, it will be dawabu, dawaba, dawaba. But when we add lam of definiteness, lam of tarif, that will become ad-dawabu, ad-dawaba, ad-dawabi. Hence, this has been used here in jar and has taken kasra as well because of this lam of definiteness. So, inna sharrad dawabi indallahi alladhina kafaru fahum la yu'minun. So surely the worst of creatures in the sight of Allah are those who reject the truth and do not become believers. So that's Surah Anfal, ayah number 8. 8 of, ayah number 55 of Surah Anfal. Surah Anfal is number 8 and ayah is 55. So that's our first category here. In this pattern, we have, for example, masjidun is a word, masjidun is a noun, which is munsarif. Its plural is masajidu. On this pattern, that will be masajidu. Masajidu. Fatha, fatha, alif, fatha, fatha, alif, kasra, dhamma, masajidu. So that For example, mazhab, mazahibu, the same, mazahibu, 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 madrasa, madarisu, madarisu. So madarisu, madarisa, madarisa, masajidu, masajida, masajida. So they fall into this pattern. And this one, again, we have fatha, fatha, alif is the same, and we have three letters after that. For example, we have the word misbah, misbahun, misbahun, which is lamp, lantern, lamp, lantern, misbah. Its plural comes on this pattern, masabihu, fatha, fatha, alif, masa, b, this is silent, masabihu. So masabihu, masabiha, masabiha. So that kind of thing. In Surah Mulk, we have ayah, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا السَّمَاء. الدُّنْيا بِمَصَابِيحَ. بِمَصَابِيحَ. We have decorated the heaven of this world with lamps, stars. So, بِمَصَابِيحَ, masabihu, masabiha, masabiha, and here this masabiha has been used in state of jar. Why is that? Why is it jar, not nasab? We will know that soon, inshallah. From next time, we are going to start making phrases and sentences, and it is going to become much more interesting compared to it has been up till now, because this has been really kind of basic stuff and kind of nerdy stuff and a little bit dry stuff, but very important. So that's number 10, in which we had these three patterns. Number 11, we can call this a miscellaneous group, because it doesn't fit into any other categories. Miscellaneous group. Laneous, miscellaneous, asma. So that's a miscellaneous group, in which, for example, we have a word iblis, iblisu, iblisa. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ. So وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ, and when we ordered, this we is Allah saying, this is plural of majesty, basically. It has been used in Quran quite a lot. So وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ, when we ordered the angels, اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ, prostrate before Adam in respect. Fasajadu, they all prostrated, illa iblisa, except Iblis. So this is ayah of Surah Baqarah. So Iblisu, Iblisa, Iblisa. And the person which is fairly near to Iblis in Quran is Fir'aun. Remember that way. Fir'aunu, Fir'auna, Fir'auna. وَإِذْ نَجَّيْنَكُمْ مِنْ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ يُسُومُونَكُمْ سُوءَ الْعَذَابِ يُذَبِّحُونَ أَبْنَاءَكُمْ وَيَسْتَحْيُونَ نِسَاءَكُمْ وَذَلِكُمْ بَلَاءٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ عَظِيمٌ وَفِي ذَلِكُمْ بَلَاءٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ عَظِيمٌ. So إِذْ نَجَّيْنَاكُمْ مِنْ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ, possibly right here. What is نَجَّيْنَاكُمْ, وَإِذْ نَجَّيْنَاكُمْ مِنْ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ. Remember when we delivered you from the people of Pharaoh, saved you from the people of Pharaoh. So min ali fir'auna, here fir'auna is used, fir'aunu, fir'auna, fir'auna, and this has been used in jar. Why is that in jar? We will know that soon, inshallah. For now you will have to just trust me. So is najjaynakum min ali fir'auna. So fir'aun. Where are they both going to be together? In Jahannam. So Jahannamu. Jahannamu, Jahannama, Jahannama. So that's Garu Munصرف. Other name we all know, Umar, Umaru. Umar is also Garu Munصرف. Prophet said once, O Umar, whichever path, whichever road, whichever way you take, Iblis doesn't take that road, that path. He changes his path. So Umar is deterrent, or was deterrent to Iblis. So you can remember Umar that way. So Iblis, Fir'aun, Umar, and then this is Jahannamu. So this is our miscellaneous group, which is group of Gharu Munصرف Asma. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa